one.
Lamar Jackson gonna be a 49er next year. What?
Don't do that. See, that's crazy. So look, check this out. I threw on the jersey, right? Because I thought you was gonna throw it on, and clearly you didn't have it on. You just say, you know what, I'm gonna throw the hoodie on with the Niner shirt. That mean the Niner hat. So I respect it.
The Old Faithful right here. Every episode gonna have it on.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you not wear that? Would you not wear the hat if you win the Super Bowl? Like, in order for you to win the Super Bowl, you can't wear that hat no more. Would you do it?
Like, sacrifice the hat in order to get a chip?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, because that's probably why you're not winning, because you're wearing that faithful hat.
But what I'm saying is, nah. What I'm saying is, I'm going to be wearing this hat every episode so that when we're like 500 episodes deep, I could put it in like a case and be like, this is that hat from the Goodfellas, Good Call Fellas podcast.
Got you. Memorabilia item. I respect it.
Anyway,
I respect that. You got it? Yeah. I got it, man. Anyways, welcome back, man. Yeah. Step back.
Oh, you got
Step
okay,
back.
my bad. Let me
ISO, man. ISO, man. ISO. Let a real one speak, man. Check this out. Welcome back, man, to another episode of the Good Call Fellas podcast. I go by Tweez with my brother Will. We are episode 20, man. We have made it to episode 20. How does it feel?
We 2-0.
2-0. 2-0. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
This farted. Crazy.
I just farted. That kind of stinks.
Oh my
I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on.
The paint behind you's melting off the wall right now.
Man, for real, it is bad. But yeah, man, welcome back.
I'm glad we don't do this thing in person.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's why. But that's the perks of doing it online, because I could do like stuff in peace, and I ain't got to worry about holding it. So like, if I fart, you can't smell it. I can, but you don't have to. So yeah. But anyway,
whatever. Do the intro.
Anyway, like I said, welcome back, man, to another Good Call Fellas episode 20. We in the building. Yeah, man. Let me get all the little prereqs out. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe for more content. Follow us on all socials: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We ain't got a Facebook. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Make sure you leave a review, 5 stars on Apple Music, Spotify. That's where you listen to that. All the like, share, subscribe stuff. I already said that. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, moving along. Episode 20, man. We're here. How you doing? I feel like it's been a minute. It's been a real good.
It has been a minute.
Yeah.
I've been doing good, actually. I've been doing good. There's been like work getting done at my apartment right now. So there's like a giant machine in our living room. Yeah. It's like making a heck of noise and it's annoying. But they're like, when it was raining hecka hard, the ceiling above our kitchen started leaking. So they had to like come in and like cut out a giant thing in the ceiling and then like put this like vac thing into it. So it could like suck out all the moisture.
Yeah.
But it's like a giant machine that they have to use to do that. And it's annoying. If I open this door right now, you're going to hear it's like, oh, and it's like, nah, bro. But hopefully they're going to take it tomorrow, because that's what they said. They're going to take it by tomorrow. So
they put a new roof in your kitchen.
It's like the ceiling. Like they got to replace the ceiling because it's like got water damage from the rain.
Got you. Well, hopefully that. Happens. I know that could be a bummer.
That's doing good. Mama's doing good too now. She went to the doctor today, so she's gonna start her. Was that physical therapy? What's that called?
Yeah.
Like physical rehab therapy kind of thing to try to get her to walk again.
Yeah.
She's gonna start her physical therapy now to get her to start walking again. Bro, it's so weird. So I go see her, right? I go pick up my son, and she's laying in bed, and she's like you could see the stitching, like it's disgusting.
Really?
But the weirdest part is you could literally see the outline of the metal rod in her leg. And she's like, come here, feel it. So I go and I touch it, and it's like hecka hard. Like you're just like ding, 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 ding. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, so she got to learn how to walk with that metal like rod or plate, whatever it's called, in her leg now.
She got to
So
relearn how to
it's gonna
walk.
take like
That's
3
crazy.
months.
Yeah, no, because she got to relearn how to walk
Yeah,
because of that joint that
yeah,
what you call it? Yeah, mom's gonna bounce back though. She gonna bounce back.
yeah.
You know what
I
I
mean, you
mean?
went to school for this, so you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you gotta.
I got a question though.
What's up?
What's your opinion on cherry flavored stuff?
I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it. I'm gonna be completely honest. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it depends, right? So, like a cherry coke, cool. Cherry icy, cool. Um, I would do a cherry icy before I do a blue raspberry. I don't really like blue raspberry.
I mean, when you get ice, you gotta mix the two, you know.
Yeah,
But
you kind of
because
got
most
to. But
people I hear, they like cherry flavored stuff tastes like medicine.
yes, that is definitely of that is the thing. That's one reason I stay away from cherry stuff too, because it kind of tastes like Robitussin. You ever had Robitussin?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, Robitussin is
yeah,
like the
yeah. But
go-to if you're
that
sick.
makes
Like
sense.
if you're sick, Robitussin. Robitussin and cherry flavor is damn near one of the same. To be completely honest, they're one of the same. Like if some yummy, like you're low
Well,
key,
yeah,
like it may be cherry may be a
I'm
bit
drinking
sweeter.
cherry Gatorade. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's more on the sweeter end of a cherry. Cherry sometimes could be bitter a little bit, which will remind you of Robitussin. To be completely honest,
Okay,
um,
so that's why
so.
people are like, I don't want cherry stuff because it reminds me of medicine.
Yes, and but they're mainly talking about
Okay.
Robitussin. That is like the signature flavor for Robitussin, and it's disgusting. It will help you feel better,
Yeah.
but it's disgusting. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
How's your week though? Oh,
Uh,
Valentine's Day, bro. We had Valentine's
I
Day.
know
We
we'll
didn't even
get
talk about
yeah we'll get to that.
Valentine's Day, bro.
Valentine was
How
great.
was your
Valentine,
Valentine's Day?
Valentine was
Ah,
smooth, bro. But like this, Valentine was smooth. Had a great time, man. Valentine's Day was smooth. Very peaceful, bro. Just very relaxing. Didn't do much. We just had dinner and watched the movie, got some ice cream and chill. It wasn't even nothing crazy. To be completely honest, it
must
wasn't
be
nothing crazy.
nice.
Yeah, very peaceful, man.
Must be
We went to
nice.
Cold Stone. I got some. What's your go to at Cold Stone?
Oh, what's your cold stone? I was literally. We said the same thing.
Okay. All right. So check this out. So my go-to at go. So I've been testing. I've been testing recently because I've been going to Cold Stone with my girl a lot lately. Like maybe too much. Probably in the past month, I probably have been like 3 or 4 times. That is a record for me. Before like this past month, I probably went to Cold
I didn't
Stone
think
maybe
you were a
once.
sweets guy.
Here's the thing, right? I'm not, but if I dive in, I'm all the way in. like, yo,
I'm
like
about
I,
to
like I could,
dive in.
like I can tell you right now, like I could go a long time without candy, all type of sweets. But then once I get some,
Yeah.
I'm committed for a few days. Like it's go back to back, back to back. And it's just like,
It's
and then I,
bad.
and then I gotta go cold turkey. Like that's one of the few things I could really go cold turkey from, and like I'll be okay. But like I will like
Yeah.
if I take some ice cream or whatever, I'm like, damn, I want to go back so bad. You know what's so funny? We're gonna get on that. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you, matter of fact, real quick, underrated. You ever been to A&W?
Yeah, I've been to A&W.
Have you had
They
the
got that
Polar
one right
Swirl?
here by
The Polar Swirl? Have you had that?
I've not been in a while, but I know they like always connected to like a KFC or something.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Polar Swirl, get it. It's better than a McFlurry. I promise you.
Polo
Promise you.
swirl?
Polar Swirl. So like
Oh,
the one by my
polar
job,
swirl.
so the one by my job, right? They got a Polar Swirl. It's basically like it's a McFlurry, right? But they have more flavors, in my opinion. They have Oreo, obviously. They got M&Ms. They had cookie dough, and I forgot the other flavor. I got cookie dough and Oreo together. Dog, I man, look better. I will never get a McFlurry again. I promise you, I will never get a McFlurry again. Never. If I see an A&W and I want, after I see an A&W and I want something sweet, I promise you I'm going to get
Well,
a,
I
a
gotta look it
McFlurry.
up.
Getting a McFlurry, bro. I'm getting a McFlurry.
Oh,
Not
Polar
McFlurry.
Swirl.
Pearl Swirl. Yes, bro.
Oh,
Yes,
Oreo,
bro.
M&M, Reese's, and chocolate chip cookie dough.
Yes, bro.
Is it like a Dairy Queen?
Kinda, yes. It's in betweener. It's more than a
Okay,
McFlurry, but it's not as crazy as a Dairy Queen. I think it's a
I'm gonna have
betweener.
to go
If you
see
ask me,
what's up.
I'm telling you, and it's pretty much the
Oh,
same
they got
price.
glizzies.
Really? Why? No, we're
Hey,
not.
you can't turn down a good
No,
glizzy.
but
You
what?
can't turn
Wait,
down a good glizzy.
Paul, bro,
What? Wait,
Paul.
what? Oh, what?
Wait, what? Paul,
A
what?
hot dog. Let's talk about hot dogs. We're talking about hot
You
dogs.
said no. First, you got wait. First of all, don't act. You can't just act like you just didn't get excited for a glizzy, bro. Chill out. Chill out. Hey,
Yeah, hot dogs
glizzy.
are amazing,
You don't get excited for glizzies, bro. That's just not. This is not how that rock. That's not how this goes, bro.
bro. Top
So let
10
me ask you something.
food.
No, we not doing that. We went on a whole little. Anyway, I'm not going to talk to you about glizzies right now. I really want to tell you about my favorite, my Stone Cold, my go to Cold Stone ice cream.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Jesus Christ.
What's your Cold Stone go to?
Okay, so I've been experimenting lately, right? So I usually get what's it called? The cookie crumbles or something like that. It's the one with the Oreo frosting in it now. You know they got the little. It's in the
I'm
middle
seeing
thing.
the pattern here.
Bro, I love chocolate.
No, you love Oreo.
I love Oreos too. I love Oreo. I really do love Oreo.
Yeah, I can tell.
I really
Everything
do. I
you
really
want is
do.
Oreo.
Yeah, but but my other go to now that I like a lot. You got to go there, get vanilla, get yellow cake, and the graham cracker pie crust. Fire, fire,
Vanilla,
fire.
yellow cake,
Vanilla
and
ice
graham
cream.
cracker pie crust. Uh huh.
Telling you, fire, fire. I had it last. No,
You're gonna
Tuesday
have to
night.
put me on one of these times.
Telling you, bro, fire. What's your go to Cold Stone uh flavor?
Oh,
Flavor.
chocolate devotion every time. Chocolate devotion.
What's in the chocolate
Can't
devotion?
beat it.
What's in it?
It's chocolate ice cream with
Uh
chocolate
huh.
chips, a
Uh huh.
fudge brownie,
Uh
and
huh.
Hershey syrup. It's just chocolate.
It's hella chocolate. That is
Chocolate
just hella
devotion.
chocolate. Okay, so you like chocolate. Got you. That is clear. That is
Yeah.
very clear. That is very
Yeah, that
clear.
is my
Okay.
weakness. My kryptonite is chocolate.
Got you. Okay, wait,
I'll
wait,
do
wait, wait.
anything for some chocolate. Well,
Okay,
not
bro.
anything,
Well, yeah, I'm
but
gonna say whoa there. I
chocolate.
ain't gonna lie. You might not want to put that in your glasses. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. Good to know. Uh, yeah, I'm not really a big
But
chocolate
your
guy.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine, like I said,
Hold
Valentine
on,
was
your
good.
Valentine's Day.
Was good. Valentine, like I said, it was good. We cooked dinner, and then we watched a couple TV shows, and then um, we went to go get Cold Stone. So that was pretty much it. Like, to be honest with you, I would go to work. I had to go to work early, so like we couldn't really do too much, but it was chill. I was very peaceful. I
Doesn't it feel
enjoyed
like Valentine's Day as an adult is like very mid?
it. Yeah, it's because you work, right? So like
Right? You can't really enjoy it
you can't. Yeah, you can't really like. You usually got to set it up for the weekend or when y'all
unless you wait
both
for the
off.
weekend.
So
Yeah.
like, right? So like you could set up a date. Like you could set up a date on a weekday, but like if both of y'all working, both of y'all gonna probably be tired. You're not really gonna want to do too much. I know, you know, both times of night I'll try to set something up for the weekend. That way we can kind of really enjoy it together. Enjoy the day together instead of like trying to do something right when people get off work or whatever. Because you know what I'm saying? You know what's so funny? You know what I found funny? Have you ever been to like a Safeway or something on Thanksgiving? I mean, not Thanksgiving, but on Valentine's Day after work.
Oh, bro, I used to work at a grocery store. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, I forgot. It is so funny, right? So
What you
on
talking about, bro?
okay, so I had bought
Best
my
day to
girl
buy flowers is the day after.
right, but I had bought my girl flowers like maybe 2 weeks ago, right? To ask to be my Valentine. You know the little cute shit. Then I was like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy her flowers on Thanksgiving. I mean, I keep saying, why do I think I'm Thanksgiving? Am I hungry? I keep saying
You
Thanksgiving.
hungry right
Anyway,
now, bro?
I gotta be because I keep bringing up Thanksgiving. So Valentine's Day, right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy her some flowers on Valentine's Day. Cool. I go to Safeway. I see so many guys buying flowers after work. So many guys. I was like, God damn. That's how I knew I was
That
old.
rush.
That's how I knew I was old. I'm like, I'm one of
Yeah.
y'all now.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm one of y'all now.
I remember that.
I'm like, bro, I'm buying flowers after work now, and I'm just like, I am here. I was like, damn, it was so many. It was people coming in and out, flowers, flowers, left and right, left. And I was
It's like
like,
somebody pulled up with a delivery truck and it's just a bunch of dudes inside and they just released them at one time and they just
really,
run into the store
bro,
and grab
I've
flowers.
never seen so many guys in a flower aisle at
Right?
once, ever,
Cool.
ever.
Question.
What's up?
I found this on the web.
Shut up. Uh,
You're like, I got
is
the answer
it
right here.
is are guys supposed to get gifts too on Valentine's Day, or is it the ladies that's supposed to be
I think it's
getting
both. I think it's
gifts?
both ways. I think it's both
Yeah, you
ways.
think it's both
I think
ways?
if your girl rock with you, she'll get you something. Now, granted, depending on how much. So for me, I'm a low maintenance guy. I mean, even if my girl got me something, like if she didn't give me something, I really wouldn't trip. But I would. It would be nice to get me something. You know what I mean? I would
Mm.
appreciate it for sure. But I don't know if I really expect it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do like flowers. I do like chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever other gift you want to give me. I appreciate it for sure. Um, I know society has made Valentine's Day more of like a women holiday. So guys tend to go above and beyond for that holiday. But I think that men will like it if they got flowers and candy or whatever, subtle gift that you would want to give your man. Maybe it's a shaving kit. I don't know, whatever will be like 10, 20, like whatever a
What
guy
did
could
you
get.
get?
Uh, she got me like a box of strawberries, teddy bear. What else she gave me? She was gonna give me these shoes I wanted, but they didn't have them in my size. So yeah,
Mm.
so I probably end up getting some shoes, but yeah. So, but I got her the Ninja ice cream maker thing, the Ninja ice cream maker.
They got
You
an
can make
ice cream maker now?
Bro, go on TikTok. Ninja ice cream maker. Fire. You can make your own ice cream. hey,
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 bro.
that's so funny. Bro, she been wanting it for so long, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it for Valentine's Day. So I got it. We haven't even used it yet. I bought it probably like last week because it came early. Because it was, I'm saying, it came early, and I just gave it to her. I was like, all right, here. And then we probably gonna end up using it this weekend. So I'll let you know how I go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a if you look at it, it's hella videos on TikTok. It's a popular thing right now. People just make their own ice cream, so you could throw fruits or whatever. You like ice it for like a 24 hours, and I guess you put it in this machine, and it just makes ice cream from whatever you use. It just
You
makes
don't
it
need
on
like sugar or nothing?
nothing. You could just throw like for example, people was throwing just fruits in there, and then they freeze it. They probably may add some milk, I think, but they freeze it. They take it out, put it on the machine. You could sorbet it. You can make ice cream. You can mix in stuff like fruits, candy, nuts, whatever, and then they'll make the consistency like an ice cream, and you just eat it. Go look it up on TikTok. And Ninja Ice
Okay.
Cream Maker, fire.
Okay. Dang.
This is a fire device. It is a fire device. I can't even lie. I
Yeah.
can't wait to use it this weekend. I'll let you know how it goes. But yeah, how was yours? And matter of fact, first off, how do you feel guys should get gifts on Valentine's Day? And how was your Valentine's
I mean, I do think I should get gifts on Valentine's Day. So,
Day? Okay,
if you can get that, get that.
why
My
is that?
was cool. Because it's like the day of love. It's not the day of love towards your lady. Like it's the day of love. Like
Right. I agree.
it's for both. It's for both.
I
No, I just
agree.
wanted to see what your opinion on what was on that. But yeah, everybody I asked, they're like, "Nah, boy, like dudes can get gifts too." So, all
I
right,
wonder how
cool.
many dudes said that actually get gifts though.
That is true. That is very true.
That like I wonder like how many guys actually get gifts for Valentine's Day. Put
Yeah,
that in the comment section if you actually get gifts for Valentine's Day.
yeah. And
Most people probably don't.
what you got for Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
mine was cool. I mean, we had our son with us because my mom's injured, so she can't really watch our son while we go out and have fun right now.
yeah.
So we had him with us. We went to Mountain Mike's and got the heart shaped pizza. So we went
Oh,
and did that. But my son, he likes the arcade there, and their coin machine wasn't working, so we couldn't really play games. So he was throwing a
yeah.
fit. And we're like, all right, man, like whatever, we done. So we end up leaving. We're like, well, we got to go to Target and pick up something real quick. So we go to Target and he sees like 1,000 toys that he wants, and he's just screaming like, "I want that toy! Give me that toy!" And I'm like, bruh, no, like we gotta. So we're like trying to find distractions, to get him out of the store, and we finally
Uh-huh.
did. But on the way home, he's just screaming like, "We gotta go back and get the Cocoa Melon train! Like, I want the Cocoa Melon train!" I'm just like, bruh. So it was cool until that happened. But yeah, I sent flowers to my wife's job, so she got flowers there.
Okay, okay.
Never doing that again.
Why not?
It's so expensive. It's so
Oh,
expensive.
how much was it?
It was like $110 to send her like a half a dozen roses, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to
No,
you,
bro.
bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I had to think about it. I had to think of the math that what you said. I'm like, yeah, half dozen roses. I ain't gonna lie. The inflation went up on these roses for Valentine's Day. Oh, it went up crazy, bro.
Bruh,
Yeah, yeah,
bruh.
yeah. I
But
thought
yeah,
this. Yeah, yeah.
it
Hey,
was
bro, you
crazy.
better. You would have been better off getting edible oranges, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's like the same thing. That's the
It,
same
it
price.
It was it because I promise you when I looked up it wasn't because I was going to do that too, but I already did that already.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
me and my manager were looking it up, and we're like, "Bruh, edible arrangements the same price as sending flowers to the job." So, but I sent flowers
I think
anyways because I was like, let me just do it. It just let's
yeah,
so try and be romantic and
yeah,
all that. But then
yeah.
I bought her some new shoes. Uh,
Okay.
so yeah, so that's basically how mine went. Um, and she got me something, but I don't know if I could disclose it on the podcast.
Yeah, no, 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 no. It's cool. It's cool.
Let's just say
Yeah.
I got a 9-piece coming. I ordered a 9-piece.
Okay. I think I could pick up
Oh,
where you dropping. All right, bet.
okay.
Yeah. I think I could pick up somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so I remember we had a conversation, right? And I remember I was going to tell you about my Friday, right? Remember I told you I had went to
Oh,
the
you went to the
ER Friday.
hospital. What? You good,
Right,
bro?
right,
Like,
right,
what?
right, right,
Hold on,
right.
bro. You good? I forgot about
I was
that.
debating whether I should talk about that on the pod, but I will because I think any guy that's listening to this, y'all might want to hear this. So Friday morning, I went to sleep Thursday night, probably around like 11 o'clock. Right, I went to sleep at like 11,
Mm-hmm.
11:30. I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning. Right, Friday morning. So I get up, I go use the bathroom. I'm thinking to myself, I just got to use the bathroom. Right, I'm in like a little discomfort, but nothing too crazy. I go use the bathroom. And then I go, you know what I'm saying? I go take a piss and then I go back in the bed. My stomach, or at least in my head, because I'm half asleep, my stomach area kind of feels funny still. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shit. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom again. So I went back and took a shit. My stomach area is still kind of hurting. So I'm like, okay, something's going on. So then I go take some Pepto Bismol. I go take some Tums.
Nasha, hot foot, indigestion, upset
That's
stomach,
it,
diarrhea.
diarrhea.
Hey, Beto
Hey.
Bismo.
um, so I go lay back down, right? But I'm still in a bit of discomfort. So I'm like moving around and stuff, and now that I notice, it's not my stomach, it's my pelvic area, mainly my testicle area. I go to the bathroom again. I'm like kind of like feeling around to see what's going on, and I noticed that there's one particular spot on my testicular area where it's harder than normal. Right. So I'm feeling it, trying to figure out what's going on. I could feel something wrapped in something, and I kind of didn't know what the fuck to do. So I go on Google, which is not the best thing to do, but I got on
Oh.
Google. I was typing up, hey, what can it be when your left testicle is hurting? I get back testicular torsion or tension. I think it's torsion or tension. I think it's torsion.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, testicular torsion is when one of your ball sacks, one of your testicles, gets wrapped up in your spermatic cord, right? So when that happens, it can happen when you're exercising, it can happen when you're sleeping, and I think it can happen some other time I forgot. So you could test it kind of or have an idea if you think you do have it, is if you touch, your nuts and you could feel there's like a bulge there. Like your nut sack won't move. Like your other one can move, but this left one won't move. That's what I was going through. Now, mind you, as this is going on, the pain is starting to get worse. So like I can't sit down, I can't lay down, I can't really walk nowhere. It is very painful. My left nutsack is basically not breathing. I'm not getting no blood in that area, which is making shit painful, right? I call my stepmother. I'm like, yo, I need you to come get me and take me to the hospital. My nutsack is hurting. I think I might die. Come get me. She gets in the car. She comes pick me up because I couldn't drive. That's how unconscious I was becoming. I couldn't drive. It was so uncomfortable. She comes pick me up. We get to the hospital at like 2 o'clock, 2:30. I get checked in. They trying to check my blood pressure and stuff. They can't do it because I'm sweating. I'm in a lot of pain at this point. And mind you, in my head, it's not getting no better. I can't fix it. I'm reading on Google, they saying, oh, if this happens, you can't fix it. You have to get surgery. So I'm panicking. I'm like, yo, I might have to get surgery today. Today I might have to get surgery. So they check me in. I go in the back room. Doctor comes out. We talking for a moment. Then he's like, "Yo, what's wrong?" I'm like, "Yo, I think I might have this. I was feeling uncomfortable in this area. I think I might have this." I Google, which is not the smartest thing, but it seemed like the most accurate thing at this point. So then the doc checks me out. He feels it. He like, I don't know. It may be. You got to get an ultrasound. For some reason, after he checked me out, and then I laid back down, the pain kind of like started to go away, right? But I wasn't sure what was going on. So they was like, yo, you need some medicine to help you out with the pain, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, please, give me some medicine. So he gave me some medicine, the hospital stuff. I ain't gonna say knock you out, but it really takes the pain away. So the pain is pretty much gone now after I took the medicine. But I'm like, I'm not sure if the pain's completely gone or it's because of the medicine. So I go get an ultrasound, come back, come to find out I didn't have testicular torsion. I don't know what happened, but all I know is that my nuts were so painful at that point. I had to go to ER. And the cold part about it is, bro, so the doctor had told us that I would probably have to go see a urologist, but they wasn't going to be able to come to the hospital till 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got to the hospital at 2. So I was gonna have to be at the hospital for another 4 to 5 hours just to get checked on. Then on top of that, they was like, "Oh, the person can't come. You would have to go to Oakland if you needed surgery." I was in Richmond, so I'm like, "All right, I don't really care about that right now. I just need some medicine to get this pain away." So I took the medicine. Like I said, I took the medicine, got the ultrasound, and the pain pretty much just went away, bro. Like I couldn't even like I was so confused. I didn't know what happened. Like by the time the pain medicine wore off, I didn't have, my balls wasn't hurt no more or whatever. I thought it may have been a case of blue balls or something like that, but I don't even think it was that. I don't know what it was. All I know is I was in a lot of pain and I didn't have an answer to what was going on. So the doc, he wrote me a little checklist and he sent me home and I went to bed. Cause mind you, I'm running off 2 hours of sleep and I'm fighting off like trying to figure out what's going on because of the medicine hella stronger. I'm dozing off trying to talk to my stepmama, trying to keep up. And yeah, so got sent home, pretty much chill for the day. I still went to my girl house that weekend. No cap. I still did. But yeah, bro. That was my Friday. Thought I almost lost my nutsack, pretty much. Um, Needless to say. So, fellas out there, if you listen to this, if your ball sack ever stop, if it ever just starts hurting, go to the hospital. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to be a man about it. Go to the hospital because if you wait too long, you're gonna have to get surgery and you could possibly lose a testicle. So, yes, if your nutsack start hurting, and I'm telling you this right now, if your nutsack ever stop hurting, go to the hospital. Don't try to wait it off. None of that. Because you have to get surgery. If you get tested, you can't. They put like this. The best thing a doctor can do is they could like open your nuts and try to untangle it themselves, but you still will have to get surgery regardless. There's no way out of it. And you can get it when working out. You can even get it when you're fucking sleeping. And I think that's what happened with me. I must have tangled my balls so much when I was sleeping that I woke up and I was just in hella pain, bro. It make no sense. I was in hella pain. So,
Well,
yeah.
that experience is nuts. But anyways.
All right, man. Yeah.
I'm about to say, hey Maya, you gotta chill, bro.
Man, look,
Hey,
bro,
Valentine's Day. Hey, you know?
bro, I'm telling you that day was so like I I would never wish that pain on anybody, bro. If your nuts hurt, you can't do
Hey,
nothing.
the other
You
day,
can't lay down. You can't stand. You can't really stand up for real. Can't really sit down. Terrible.
the other
Terrible.
day I lifted my son up, right? And he kicked and hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Ugh." And I was trying to, like, my wife's like, what does it feel? Why does it hurt so much? Like, and I'm like, it literally feels like you have to use the bathroom, like, really bad, but you can't. Like,
Yeah.
in your stomach, it
Yeah.
hurts so
Very
bad.
much. So
Like, that's
bad.
literally the feeling. It's like you have to use the bathroom, but, like, the worst. Like, you feel like you got diarrhea and it's about to explode, but
Right.
you just can't use the bathroom until it just goes away. But hey, bro, I'm glad you're okay. I don't know what the doctor did. He must have had some magic hands or something, but he healed you real quick.
Bro. Unreal. I was like, Doc must got magic hands or something because the way he even do nothing, he just checked real quick, and then my shit stopped hurting, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why am I still here? But I'm like, look, I'm gonna go through this whole shit. I need everything to be checked out before I step up out of here. I'm not gonna leave
Oh
until
my
I know I was
goodness.
okay. So yeah, man, we about a week now of like, no ball pain. Like, bro, I was so nervous to go back to sleep the next day. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I bet you
I was
would. You got
stressing,
PTSD
bro.
now.
Bro, I was depressing going back to bed, bro. I have never been so
Oh
subconsciously
no, 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 no,
I've
no,
never been
no.
so subconscious going to bed ever. Now I'm really like paying attention now. Like even though you can't really like control it, it's just like it is what it is. But man, just
Just to know it can happen at any time, you just like, bruh.
yeah. And like I said, bro, if it happens, you have to get surgery. You have to. There's no fixing it on your own. You have to get surgery. Terrible.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm glad you're
Right?
good. I'm glad you got that figured out, and you didn't
Right?
have to get that surgery done.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro,
man.
that's wild. That's wild, bro.
So
So that was your weekend,
right. And speaking of balls,
man.
there was a lot of balls being
Sorry, go
thrown, and
transition.
the transition going to be crazy, man. Speaking of balls, this past weekend we have
The main event,
the main event. You know what I'm saying? The main event, the main ball event, man. The Super Bowl. Oh, you
Super
know.
Bowl.
Obviously, we a little bit late. This is like we recording this on a Thursday. Life happens, okay? So it is what it is. But
Valentine's Day. You feel me?
Valentine's Day stuff like that. But we will be better. Um, I can say long story short, but Super Bowl, great game. Chiefs come out victorious,
Amazing.
38-35. Amazing game, a classic. Straight juggernauts going back and forth. Both
Insane.
MVP, runner-up MVP, had probably the most incredible games of their career, especially Jalen Hurts.
Oh, he went
I guess
off.
I'll just start off with mine. I think the Super Bowl was great. Super Bowl was good, really good. I enjoyed it. The commercials was mid, if I'm being completely honest. The commercials were very mid. Was very mid. Like this is probably the
They didn't
worst
have
year.
funny commercials.
But the commercials are probably the worst they've been in a long time. But to me, I was telling my girl, I'm like, I think also too, I think we're in a time where a lot of commercials are trying to be PC because of the fact that they can't really like be as raunchy as they probably want to be as far
Oh, yeah,
as
they're gonna
being
get canceled
commercial.
if they say something.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Like I remember
Mm-hmm.
just real quick, I remember a commercial when I was a kid, when I was younger. I don't even remember if it was on the Super Bowl. But like there was a commercial for Skittles where there was this couple that got married, right? I think you know which one I'm talking about. And the girl's like giving the dude fellatio and he jizzed out Skittles.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think that one was during the Super Bowl, if I remember correctly. I think they showed that during the Super Bowl.
I think that was a what's that called? Where they couldn't allow it to play. It was like a commercial that they had to like take off because they're like
Yeah,
it's
or
too
something like
much.
that.
But
It
I
was too
remember
much.
that. I remember that.
Exactly. So like that type of commercial will never be seen today. Will never had a chance
Oh
of
no,
day.
no.
Wouldn't even be a thought. You know what I'm saying? So, the commercials to this year they were the halftime performance
Yeah,
was
people too
good.
sensitive.
That part, right. The halftime report, I mean, not the halftime report, but the halftime show was good. I mean, Rihanna did her thing. I think some people were disappointed. I know my girl was disappointed. She kind of wanted a little
Bro,
bit
she
more.
pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. So I
How
gave her
you
the
gonna make her go all out and be dancing and doing her thing? She pregnant. Like she did the best she could. You could tell she was out of breath doing what she already did. Like if
man.
she's pregnant, like
The
she
stage
has
was
an
fire.
excuse. She did amazing for being
Yeah,
pregnant. She did
the stage
amazing.
was fire. You see how they did the stage? How they did, boy?
Oh,
I had a
Super
panic attack.
Mario or
I had a
Smash
panic.
Bros.
That's how you called it? Wow. I ain't gonna lie, that's
The
actually a good
Smash
point.
Bros. The
I didn't
Smash
even
Bros.
think about it
Arena,
like
bro.
that. That's a good point. I did not think about it like that. Wow. I was just like how they had it. Damn, that is Smash Bros. That is crazy.
The Smash Bros. Arena, bro.
Yeah, Smash Bros. And then she had the bottom too with the flat. Everybody was cooking at the bottom. Oh God, that is so hilarious.
Smash Bros.
They had the Smash Bros. Dance floor. That is crazy. But yeah, man, the halftime show. Well, let's start with the game, right? Well, the halftime show was great. It was good for what it was, right? The
That's
game
good.
was amazing, man. It was a back and forth competition. Tell the two halves. The Eagles came out in the first half really dominant. Jalen Hurts seemed like he could do no wrong, even though he did get that fumble in the first half. He made up for it and scored on the next drive. Um, it was amazing to see, not amazing, but it was kind of funny how the NFL spent all that money on that grass field and probably was the worst field I've ever seen as far as having players slip. There was already hella reports of Eagles players changing cleats numerous amount of times. And I think they spent $800,000 on that field. I think they
Yeah,
was
they had
like
to bring it
personally,
out like a certain amount of
yeah,
hours every day
the
so it can get
water, the
sunlight and
water.
stuff.
Shit was terrible. That was the nastiest field I've ever seen. That field sucked. That field sucked.
Why'd they
But
use
nevertheless,
turf?
your knees. That's how you get hurt. That's how y'all lost Bosa playing on turf. That's how
Because
y'all
his
lost
knees
Bosa.
got
Yeah, well,
burned or whatever.
when you play on turf, turf doesn't give. So the more force you give it, it doesn't it's harder to fight it. So it's easier to injure yourself on turf. It's bad for your knees because of all the impact. At least with
Mm.
grass, your grass could like it could make the force a lot smoother or a lot softer rather compared to turf. You know what I mean? It's almost if you playing on turf, you low key might as well be playing on concrete certain times, to be completely honest. Um so but nevertheless, the game happened. The Eagles, like I said in the first half, played really good.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Mahomes had got hurt in the first half, going into halftime, so we thought that may have made an impact. And then Pat Mahomes comes out in the second half and it's almost I don't know what drug they gave him in the second half, but he was on it. He turned demon time. Like
He was
he
on demon
made
time.
he made the Eagles defense look like they never stepped on the field all year. Like this was the most amazing second half performance I've seen in a long time. Pat Mahomes was really working them boys like clockwork. Like he made it look like they was playing on rookie difficulty. For real. Um and Pat Mahomes, they came back, took the lead. Jalen Hurts did as much as he can and went back and forth. Unfortunately, with the end of the game, I ended with the holding call. Was a good call. Personally, I probably wouldn't have called that, but I get it. It is what it is. It's part of the game. Um, and pretty much wasn't able to give Jalen Hurts enough time to respond. And Pat Mahomes comes out victorious in another Super Bowl win, Super Bowl MVP. At this point, I mean, already probably a Hall of Famer after this. His
Definitely
resume,
Hall of Famer.
his resume at this point is pretty much top 5, top 10 quarterback already. You could stamp it. Um, you know, so shout out to him. Jalen Hurts definitely is a franchise quarterback. Definitely top 5, top 10. I think he's earned that confidently. Showed pretty to me was probably the best player on the field. You could say Pat Mahomes, sure, but I think as far as like player, I think Jalen Hurts had the better game, just because of the fact that he had like 4 tugs altogether with like 400 yards. He was literally their offense. What? Why you looking at me like that? Why you looking at me like that?
You ain't gonna sit here and act like Jalen Hurts ain't got a better team to play with than Mahomes does.
I mean, if we being honest on paper, probably, but I mean, can we really say that now? I mean, they may have the better team on
Yeah,
paper, but
bruh. The Chiefs were not supposed to make the playoffs. Like they were like, oh, they lost Tyreek Hill, they lost Matthews, they lost this person, they lost that person. They're
yeah,
like, the
but
Chiefs are not going to be the team this year, and they
right.
win the Super Bowl.
Well, my thing is that
Put
they
Mahomes
won't.
on that Eagles offense and watch what happens.
Right, but I think they'll still be okay. I think Pat Mahomes. I think they win the Super Bowl, sure. But my thing is that I think that the Chiefs did what they were supposed to do because they were still a great team. They might not have been as star studded as the Eagles were, but they still were a great team. They had playmakers. They probably wasn't on the level of Tyreek Hill, but they still had Travis Kelsey, who was the best tight end in the game. They had Sky Moore, who was a very good playmaker. They had Kadarius Toney, the one that broke the punt return and made a couple key plays. They were very good. They're very good
Yeah,
playmakers.
there were guys
But
that stepped up.
exactly, they had good on linemen that played a way better game than they played in the Super Bowl a couple years back.
No sacks?
And
No
no
sacks
sacks.
allowed?
I think also,
Boy!
I think that also was attributed to the fact that there was a lot of slippage on the field. There were definitely there was some definitely missed hold calls and some blocks to the face, but that's neither here nor there. But I do think, in my opinion, the slippage, or what I mean. I think when you can slip
You
on the
think the
field,
field played a factor to
yes,
this?
yes, just because of the fact that if I'm coming as a D lineman and I'm trying to make a play, I have to be more flat footed and more sure of myself and where I'm going, especially if I'm trying to make a play on a quarterback. Compared to if you feel comfortable running reckless on the field, you're going to come off faster. You're going to come off a little more loose because you could catch yourself. Compare as to if the floor is slippery, you're not going to run as fast. You're going to run a little bit more, patient. So those little split seconds could definitely make it a lot easier for Pat Mahomes to run out the pocket and make plays. Does that really change much? I think so to a certain extent, but nevertheless, you still got to give credit to the Chiefs O line for blocking really well and for them to have a great scheme to make sure that their D linemen didn't make an impact on this game. Now, to have zero sacks is kind of disappointing, but Pat, they did a good job making Pat Mahomes be in space in a lot of like short options because for some reason the Eagles was scared of the Chiefs deep, like they had Tyreek Hill still, so they just kept everything in front. But clearly that was exposing them all game, and then it was so funny because how they scored 2 touchdowns was literally the same play but ran on opposite sides. So yeah, man, it was tough, man, because I was rooting for the Eagles. I want them to win. I wanted Jalen Hurts to get a chip, man, just to shut everybody up. I was rooting for him. And he came up short. You know what I mean? And but I mean, you can't say it's his fault. Like he played. I'm a personal believer. If a team puts up 35 points, you should win that game. If you putting up 30, 35 points, you should win that game. And if
And
somehow
this
you
is
lose that
against
game,
Mahomes.
I mean, yeah, sure. But if you lose that game, that's on your defense. Your defense got to do their job. Right? Now, if the score is like 17 or whatever, 24, then it's on the offense. The offense got to produce. But if I put up 35 points, the defense has to give me some stops somewhere, shape, or form. And the defense just didn't show up that game. And that was pretty much what happened. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that. Shout out to Pat Mahomes, man. I think he's on his way to being the best we've ever seen. If somebody puts him there now, I'm not even mad at you. But yeah, he's that guy. He
I
is
don't know
that
about
guy.
that yet. I don't know about that yet.
Who would you put over him?
He's different. He built different. He
Okay,
definitely is.
okay. Who would you put over
Brady's
him?
still over Mahomes right now. Brady is still over Mahomes right now.
Let Pat Mahomes
I'll
win
even say Montana is over Mahomes right now.
Let Pat Mahomes win one or two more championships. That conversation is
Yeah,
dead.
give him two more. Two more, he good to go. Two more, he good to go.
No.
Which he's very
Okay,
young, so it's gonna happen.
so is Pat Mahomes in the top 5 right now?
Of all time quarterbacks?
Yes. Top 5, top 10. Right now. I'm willing to
He's a
put him
top
in my
5.
top 10. Okay. I'm willing to put him in my top 10, top 5, top 10 right now. Today. Stamped.
Yeah, I'll put him in the top 5 today.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say top
All
10.
time.
I feel like he's top 5.
All time?
All time.
Okay.
All time.
Okay.
All time top 5. But yeah, I agree with you. This game was phenomenal. Um, yeah, this was a Super Bowl game if you wanted to watch one. Just back to back scoring. I mean, these defenses did not know what to do to stop either of the offenses. A lot of people were expecting the Eagles to come in there and just run things, but you know, when you play against Mahomes, he's built different. You just cannot stop the man. He was ready to go, and you know, him and Travis Kelce is deadly together. But that fumble that Jalen Hurts had and they ran it back for 6, I was like, are they gonna fall apart now? That was a little bit crazy, and then you kind of seen it build back up again, but then they just could not get a hold of it. And you know, for them to come down to like 5 minutes left, and Mahomes gave the Eagles only like 8 seconds out of the 5 minutes was insane. Because I was like, okay, you know, the Chiefs going to drive this down the field. They're going to score either a touchdown or a field goal, and then the Eagles going to have one last drive. No, they did not. They kicked the ball to them, and you done because they found a way to run that clock as much as possible. So, you know, shout out to them for doing that. But that was insane. But, you know, Eagles, you know, they were a good team. They came out and they were ready to play, but they just could not stop Mahomes. And Mahomes is insane.
Especially in the second half.
The only thing, though, well, yeah, the second half, he turned it on. Like you said, he was on demon time second half. But I was going to say, on that, like, the whole Mahomes and Brady debate, I feel like even if he does get a couple more rings, people still going to put Brady over him just because they played each other in the Super Bowl and Brady won. So I feel like they're still going to try to hold that over Mahomes. But Mahomes is different, man. Because, I mean, they're two different style quarterbacks, but if he gets a couple more rings, like you cannot deny this man is goated when it comes to quarterback. He just needs a couple more rings. That's it for me. Because he's already got everything else. But
yeah, I'm willing to put him. I'm willing to put him in the top 5, top 10 now. Even if I can make case looking for the top 3. I definitely understand the Brady and Montana debate or that argument for sure. I think it's, you know, obviously winning matters, especially when you play in the quarterback position. So for sure, but I think as a talent, he might be better than Brady now. Prime Brady, he might be better than Prime Brady now. If Pat Mahomes was in that New England offense, he would do the same thing. I believe. I don't think. Nah, I can't say Brady wouldn't do that. It's Brady. What am I talking about? It's tough.
You can't just take Brady out the conversation like that.
Right. Sure. It's just tough, right? Because who would oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I think personally,
Brady,
I think
Mahomes. Who would you choose?
It may be recency bias for sure. And I think Brady has definitely shown that no matter what, he will always put himself in a position to win. And if he has a game-winning drive, he's money. When it's money time, when it's crunch time, and it's money on the line, Brady is immaculate. Yeah. Not to say Pat Mahomes isn't, but I think Brady has a lot on his resume, history-wise, as far as showing that he can be a clutch player, no matter the situation. And I think that speaks volumes to Brady as far as, you know, just his clutch factor. But I think that Pat Mahomes I think he has the same ability, if not better. But I think that Brady has been put in more situations like that, obviously because he's been to the Super Bowl more, to be able to show that. But I ain't gonna lie, if I had to pick a quarterback today, I would probably pick Pat Mahomes. Just as a player, I would probably still pick Pat Mahomes. Just because of the fact Pat Mahomes, you just can do more. He can create more. In my opinion, he's a way better improviser than Brady is. As far as creating something on the fly, making certain throws, you know what I mean? Running out the pocket, obviously. He's not that much faster than Brady, but he still can run out the pocket. But I think the little sidearm throws, the creativeness in the play, and maybe that's more Andy Reid than Pat Mahomes. But Pat Mahomes still has to execute those same plays.
Yeah.
So I still would give Pat Mahomes the improvise, up on Brady. I think Brady is definitely a great. I don't want to call him a game manager because he's definitely more than that. But I definitely think that he plays to his strengths a lot, right? He plays to what the defense give him. If you only giving him short, he's going to take short all day, right? And there's really not much you can do to stop him. He gonna get what he gonna get. But it's tough, man. Like I said, I just think that obviously I think Brady just has time on his side. I think Pat Mahomes will eventually end up being number one or number two for sure. I think number two for sure. I think it would depend how much he win will make him number one. But I think number two, he will definitely get number two by the end of his career. Easy. But I think the number one discussion, he needs to
Yeah,
have to win more.
he needs more rings to be able to be in that number one discussion.
Right. So how much would he need to be in that discussion?
What do you mean? How much would he need?
How many more rings would he need for him to be number one?
Because this is his second.
Yes, his second.
So he's got 2 rings.
Yeah, 2 rings in 3 to 4 years.
He's got to at least get to 5.
Got to get to 5.
I'd say at least get him to 5. I'd say at least get to 5.
I respect that. I'm thinking more 4 to 5. 4 to 5.
I don't know about 4. I feel like 4 is just a little bit too low because that's a little bit too far of a stretch.
Right, but my thing is that if he gets to 4 to 5, I think that if you add that with the stats he's going to have by the end of his career, he's going to cook Brady in most stats. I think. But also it depends how long Pat Mahomes plays too, because Pat Mahomes may not catch Brady in stats just because Brady didn't play since he was 20. He didn't play for 20 plus years. So I don't know. Like I said, I think if I had to pick a player today, if I had to pick peak Pat Mahomes or peak Brady, I think I'm still going Pat Mahomes. And that may sound crazy, but I think I will like my chances. But yeah, man. And I mean, it's crazy, man, how the
shout out to
works.
the Chiefs.
Because we literally could be having a conversation about the Eagles. And I don't even think of the fact that, like, I wasn't even mad how the Chiefs won. I just wish that the Eagles would have had one more legit chance to kind of respond. That's all I wanted. I think that's what any NFL fan wanted in that moment. Because the game was great. The game was so fucking fire, bro. Like, watching it, I was locked
they were going
in.
at it.
They were going at it. It was pound for pound. It could have went either way. And it was just like for the ref to kind of like take over the game. Yes, they made the right call, but it was whack. Like it was like, come on, bro. Like,
you think they should have just let it go?
If I'm the ref, I would have, but I get it, right? Because I guess you could make the argument if he doesn't hold, he probably gets a wide open touchdown, right? If I'm a Chiefs fan. So I can't really like say that, oh, they're wrong. It just sucks because it's just like, damn, another great moment taken away by a ref making a call. You know what I'm saying? When in those type of moments, we don't even mind them getting a field goal. I don't care about them getting a field goal. But at least they get the field goal with 1 minute and 50 seconds left or something like that, compared to them being able to run out the clock. And then now the Eagles get the ball with 10 seconds left. So, it gives Jalen Hurts enough time to try to score. You know what I mean? Legitimately, make it field goal, whatever. So, it is what it is. Nevertheless, though, great Super Bowl. Loved it. Great way to end the season. The Eagles, I definitely, I know they got some decisions they got to make as far as who they're going to bring back and stuff.
I was going to ask you, are the Eagles going to be the same team next year?
It depends, right? I think
they got some free agents.
They got a lot of free agents. They got a lot of key free agents. Kind of just depends, right? I think as the season progresses, as the offseason progresses,
Sanders, Pascal.
Sanders, Bradbury, the one that made the play,
Even
Pro Bowl
Kelsey.
corner. Kelsey, he's thinking about retiring, so
Yeah,
maybe.
Bradbury.
So they have a few players. They have a few players in pivotal
Yeah,
positions,
safeties.
that they got to figure out where if they're gonna bring them back or not, or if they're gonna have the money to bring them back. So, I think we'll have to see that
Yeah,
once the
because you got to
offseason.
pay Jalen Hurts now.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean. So it depends
So
how much he
you're
takes,
gonna
because
have
he
that
could take a
gap.
pay cut. Because he could take a pay cut just for him to bring more talent. So who knows? We'll see. But I think if the team comes back similarly close as reconstructed, they could definitely be back. I think they're in a discussion regardless. I think going into next year is the Eagles, the Niners, everybody else. You got the Cowboys, the Vikings, whoever else in that type of. So it's like Eagles, Niners.
Hey, bro, you better watch out for them Lions, bro. You better watch out for them
No,
Lions.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, check this out. But I'm saying it's Eagles, Niners, Tampa, well, not Tampa, Cowboys, Vikings, Seahawks, whatever. In
Seahawks,
that, yeah, in that realm,
Lions.
and then Lions. They at the bottom of that realm, but they teetering. And then
Mm-hmm.
everybody else. So I think it kind of just depends on what y'all do and how the Eagles do, because it's pretty much y'all conference to kind of lose. I think as far as the Chiefs concerned, um, it's going to be a lot more competitive. Denver's coming back. Hopefully with Russell Wilson, with Sean Payton as his coach now, that they're more offensive heavy. I expect them to play way better. We still have the Chargers, who
Watch them make
are
a Super Bowl.
right. I said, they got Chargers with Justin Herbert. Definitely needs to. They need to figure out what they're gonna do offensively, but I think they still in a discussion. You got the Cincinnati Bengals, who are going to be there. You got to get through them. You got Buffalo that's still gonna be in the mix, depending on whether we sign Lamar back or not. You still got Baltimore. You got Jacksonville. You got a lot of dogs in the AFC compared to the NFC. So
If
shout out to Pat
Rodgers goes to
Mahomes,
the
man.
Raiders,
Yeah, I mean, if Rodgers goes to the Raiders, then they in discussion, but their defense sucks. So
yeah, that's
can't
true.
do
The
much when
defense
your
trash.
defense sucks. So whatever. But anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to
On that
shout out
discussion,
to the
though,
Chiefs. What's up?
let's talk about these picks that are gonna be coming up and see what these teams need, man.
Oh, that's what you want to do? I didn't
Yeah.
even you didn't even you threw it. How you gonna throw? I didn't even do no research.
No, it's good, bro. It's good.
Nothing.
I can send
I
you a
didn't
picture
even.
real quick. You want it?
Sure. I mean, but you want to save that for next week, because like I would rather like dive in and look at certain players, because I don't even know, like I didn't even do the NFL draft because you just threw that in there today. That's
Well,
something
because
we should have a couple days.
I seen the picks that they have, and I was like, oh, like I wonder what you think each team should pick with their picks. Like looking
That's
at
what I'm
their team and
saying.
their dynamics, and be like, oh, they
Problem
need
is,
this position.
I ain't looked at every team in the dynamic. So like that's what I'm saying. I just kind of was like
Oh my
focused on
god!
the
All right, we can save it for next
yeah,
week. We can save
yeah,
it for
yeah.
next
You gotta
week.
say that
All
for next
right.
week. So anyway, we
For
will have
then,
we
I
will
got
have the
questions
mock
for you though.
draft next week, and we'll talk about the players that need to be drafted. But to be fair, I don't really know. I know a few of these players. I gotta do a lot more research going into the offseason, but I will. I gotta do more homework. But anyway, yeah, we'll
I mean,
do
I'm
a
not
little mock
concerned
draft.
about like the names of the players that they need to draft. I'm just concerned more like
About the
what does
position.
this team need to get, yeah, to make their team better.
Position. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you could look into that.
Got you. I mean, if you're doing that, I thought you wanted to name players. I could tell you positions that I could think of off the top of my head. That so
Ahora
like
pues, mira tú.
yes. What?
What?
What you just say in Spanish? I heard that. I was like, bro, what?
I said, I said, Birria.
All right, bro. All right. All right.
But no, I want to ask you questions about the other thing because I've been having questions about it.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I want to ask you questions about Yo Sport. since you missed the knowledge man over here watching it 24/7.
Oh, about basketball,
There's there's a lot of stuff happening right now.
right?
So I kind of want to know from your perspective, uh, who is in the running for playoffs? Who do you think has a chance to win the NBA championship this year? And these trades that have been happening, what do you think about them? Like, I know like KD got traded, Kyrie got traded. So it's getting a little wild out here during these trading deadlines. So yeah, we'll start with that. What do you think about these trades with KD and Kyrie getting traded over there? Because the
Okay,
Suns look stuck.
that's a lot. I'll tackle every question that you asked so far.
That's what I just said. We're gonna start off with the KD and Kyrie trade.
So the KD trade was great. I mean, great for the Suns. I think Brooklyn is a dumb franchise. Simple and plain. Brooklyn had ruined, not even say ruined, but they had KD, Harden, and Kyrie Irving, and didn't really get nothing out of it. Probably one of the worst franchises we've seen in a long time. Just because of the fact that if you have those three superstars and you trade them away, you're supposed to be able to get as much draft capital or assets in return if you're going to let them go. Now with Kyrie, there's articles and stuff proving that they didn't even really care about trading Kyrie to a team that would give them the most assets because the Lakers had the best deal to give them, excuse me, with the 27th and 29th first round draft pick in Russell Westbrook. But they didn't want to trade Kyrie to where he wanted to go, being petty. So they traded him to Dallas, where they gave back, they gave him Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, which if you watch basketball, quality role players, nothing game changing, but quality role players nevertheless. And I think they got a draft pick in it whatsoever. So in a sense, right, you make that trade if you think you're still going to be able to compete, right, and make the playoffs. However, you double back and you trade KD literally a couple days after, if not within the next 24, 48 hours. And you trade KD for Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, and 4 first-round picks. And now you're looking like you're trying to rebuild. So at this point, what are you doing? If I'm Brooklyn, like if you're Brooklyn, what are you doing? It just didn't make sense why they made them trades. Obviously, clearly they didn't want to be there no more. But if they would have if Brooklyn would have traded KD and Kyrie in the offseason like they were supposed to, because they want to be gone anyway, they would have got a lot more than they got last week when they traded them. So, long story short, great trade for Phoenix and Dallas. Phoenix are now one of the main heavyweights to win the championship. Dallas probably won't win a ring still. But they'll be definitely interesting to watch during the playoffs. I think they will give anybody a run for their money, but I still don't think they can win. I think Phoenix is definitely one of the top 2, top 3 teams to make it to the finals in the West. Just because of how good they are. They literally Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, KD. That's literally buckets. Chris Paul being a floor general, you don't have to ask him to do too much. As long as he stay healthy, he's fine. DeAndre Ayton, you got to rebound, defend, block shots. You'll be okay. And you got Devin Booker and KD. Go get a bucket. Simple and plain. So the trade is gonna be good. It made the West that much more competitive. The West is a juggernaut right now. Like every team is good. Literally, every team is good for the most part. Every team 1 through like 13, 14 is good. Could make the playoffs. So I'm excited. I can't wait for the playoffs to come. I'm just waiting till May because I will be definitely watching every single game because it's going to be a movie every game. Promise you, it's going to be a movie every game. So What's your next question? That was long way to tell.
Well,
Shorten it.
what teams gonna be in the playoffs this year?
It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to say, um, especially in the West, just because of the fact that a lot of teams are pretty much bunched up. So, like in the West, the seeds between like fourth and like 13th or 12th, something like that. The spread between them was like 2 games, maybe even three. So the seed could change drastically. The seed could change drastically by the end of the year. So it's kind of hard to say. I will say the locks right now are Denver. Denver looks like a lock. Phoenix looks like they could probably be a lock, especially with KD coming back. The Sacramento Kings are looking like a lock right now. They're third seed. Yeah,
The
Sacramento
Kings
Kings
are
is
good
actually
this year.
going. They're good this year. They're really good this year. They probably won't win
Who do
just
they
because they're
have that
young.
I might know?
Harrison Barnes.
Okay, he's played for us.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes. Um, yeah, that's probably the only person you know.
Really?
Yeah.
They got no like superstars?
Well, they got Darren Fox. He's an All Star this year. You know who that is?
No.
Demonte Sabonis. You know who that is?
No.
Okay, then that's two. I named two All Stars on their team. So then no, you won't know.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, like I said, Sacramento Kings. They looking like they might be a lock. Let me look at the standings real quick so I can get a better idea. So, and I'm just going with the West right now. So the West, you got Denver. They looking like a lock. Memphis Grizzlies. They second seed right now. I could probably guarantee they make it. You got the Kings at third seed. They probably gonna make it. Phoenix fourth seed. The Clippers at the fifth seed. They probably gonna make it. Minnesota right now is the sixth seed. I'm not sure about them yet. Dallas is the seventh seed. AC right now is the Pelicans. Golden State Warriors is ninth seed. I don't know if the Warriors make it. To be completely honest, the Warriors may not make the playoffs this year. I'm being completely honest. I don't. I don't know. I really don't know. OKC is the 10th seed. They probably won't make it. Utah is the 11th seed. They won't make it. Portland is the 12th seed. They probably won't make it. We're the 13th seed. We may not make it either. I'll be completely honest. If we don't start winning, we won't make it either. Because we got to make the play-in to even get in. Right now, we have to make the play-in. So, I don't know. It's tough, but literally between the fifth seed and the 13th seed, which is us, it's literally 2 to 3 game difference, maybe four.
That's crazy.
So, but to be fair, it's only like 24 games left in the season. So, like I said, it's playoff time for a lot of teams because you can easily
Yeah.
go from making the playoffs to being a playing game, and you don't want to be in a playing game right now because there's a good chance that in a playing game you either got to play the Warriors or the Lakers or Portland. You don't really want to do that right now. So we see. We will see. As far as the East concerned, if this should cut off. Hold on, bro. Not cut off, but my damn, bro. That is disgusting. Um, as far as the East concerned, Boston is the number one seed. They gonna make it. Um, what you gonna call it? What's the name of the team? Milwaukee is number two seed. They'll probably end up making it. Philly, number three, they'll make it. Cleveland, number four, they'll make it. Brooklyn at number five, I don't know. Especially because they don't really have nobody um on that team right now because they traded
Not no
everybody.
more.
So we'll see what happens with them. New York at number six, they probably will make it. Miami at seven, maybe. Atlanta, I don't know. Toronto, I don't know. Washington, probably not. And that's kind of really it. Like everybody else, kind of trash. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's easier to do it in the East than it is
So
the West. To be honest, the West is it's the wild wild west for real. Like you just don't know. A bad week, a bad couple weeks, and you could easily be out of the playoffs. So there's a lot of pivotal games, and the Lakers got a long way to go. And the Lakers could make the playoffs still, but they have to damn near be dominant for the next 2-3 months. So, and that's with everybody being healthy. So we'll see. We got to win yesterday against the Pelicans, so hopefully we can start this run. We gave up a lot of bad games past couple weeks, so we will see. But yeah, I don't know. Only time will tell. All I know is I'm gonna be front and center when the playoffs start because there's a lot
You
of great
still
games that's
there?
gonna be coming. So
Oh, there we go. Now I can see you. You froze for heck long.
oh, bro, damn. Hopefully they
Yeah.
heard me. They heard me.
Well, I mean, it's gonna
And
record you on your end. I just couldn't hear you.
yeah, for sure.
So who do you have winning the whole thing then?
I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, I think that there's.
Who
If I had
looks
to put my
most?
looks the most ready. Okay, I'll give you three teams. I think Boston still. I think Milwaukee, and I think Denver are the top three teams to win this year. Everybody else kind of has some type of weakness, and I want to see what Katie looks like with Phoenix when they come back, and then they will be my fourth team to pick in that on that list. But in the West, I'll give you two teams. I think Denver and Phoenix, and in the East is Boston, Milwaukee. I think those are the four teams that most likely will win a championship this year. Most likely, I don't think nobody else really has a shot, to be honest.
That's crazy.
And if they did, it's gonna be a lot of work to get there. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, those are my questions for you.
That was it. You've been wanting to ask me that for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, because
3
I
weeks
want to see
now.
what's going on in the basketball world.
Oh yeah, basketball world is. I don't know. It's kind of the All Star weekend is this weekend, so nobody's really been interested in it because the All Star weekend kind of becoming the Pro Bowl. In football because nobody really cares, and like a lot of stars are not doing competitions no more. So like not nobody's really doing a dunk contest. No all stars doing a dunk contest. They're making like goofy competitions now. The 3-point shootout, not even really the best shooters in the league for real. So it's just like, and then the All Star game, there's a lot of players hurt. Like Steph's not playing, Zion's not playing, KD's not playing. Giannis just got hurt tonight, so he may not play. Who's hurt that's not playing in the All Star game? I don't know if Luca may not play. LeBron may not even play. Now that I'm thinking about it, even though he played yesterday. So I don't know. It's This year is kind of weird. I mean, basketball in general has been kind of weird just because players are like load managing, like Kawhi, and like basically like not playing back to backs or they won't play certain games, and that shit is just getting old. So you kind of just gotta wait to the playoffs, man. That's kind of only really the time you'll see everybody playing, hopefully, and everybody playing at their best. So yeah, shit blows.
All right. Well, you got anything else?
Not really, man. I think that could pack it up, man. I think that's pretty much an end to the NFL season. Moving
Yep.
forward.
Now we're gonna watch the USFL.
Right. Shit. I mean, if y'all want a podcast on that, let us know. Moving forward, we will probably end up just talking about, I don't know, life stuff. I think we could try that out for a little bit. Not even saying we're pivoting from football, but obviously with football being over, not really that much to talk about. But I think we could definitely shoot the shit for a little while. Probably won't be as long. Maybe be probably an hour max. If we go longer, cool. Definitely will be bringing guests on in the future, so look out for that. Uh, but yeah, with the offseason be going, if there's any NFL news, we'll definitely talk about it. In small segments. But I think for the most part, this is the offseason. We're gonna treat it like the offseason. Where we ain't got to talk about football. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the players that be on vacation, they don't practice every day. They go on the beach and go to Hawaii and shit. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just be in Hawaii on podcast. So
Shoot, I wish.
right, man, for real. I need a
I
vacation.
ain't never been to Hawaii. I want to go.
Man, I've been twice in the past 2 years. You definitely need to go. It's fun. You have a great time. Go to. If you go to Honolulu. Don't go to Maui. Don't go to Maui.
Okay.
Don't go to Maui. Go to Honolulu. If you're gonna go to Hawaii, go to Honolulu, bro. Don't go to Maui, bro. Maui trash. I ain't gonna say it's trash. Let me not disrespect the people. Shout out to people from Maui. It's not trash, but it's not. I gotta cover my bases, bro. But Maui is really not like. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, but it's not. It depends what you want, right? I think if you want to go see Hawaii, I think you go to Honolulu. I think there's dope stuff in Maui as well, but it's definitely more of an older crowd. And it's not as much to do out there compared to Honolulu. Honolulu is definitely more tourist friendly. I'll say that. You know what I mean? I'll just leave it at that. I think it's more tourist friendly. So if you like, you want to be out and about and go check stuff out, go to Honolulu. But if you want to like see culture and stuff like that, then you're probably end up going to Maui. In my opinion, at least that's what I experienced.
I just want to go have some fun and relax.
Yeah, I think you could do that in Honolulu. I think you could do that in Maui too, but I think it's more fun in Honolulu. But anyway, like I said, moving forward, guys, I think the podcast will be taking a shift for a little bit. Like I said, we go treat it like the off season, and it should be fun. I think it'll be great. Definitely see if we enjoy different type of podcasts. I mean, we spent a good 30 minutes plus talking about random shit. So
yeah, we did.
Honestly, I think we really could pull it off.
Yeah, no, we good.
But yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, I just want to say, man, thank you for taking the season with us. If you have been listening and watching this whole time, we will definitely be talking about sports still, like I said, with the NFL news from time to time. But obviously, there are no games to be played. There's really not much to talk about. If with certain trades happen or whatever, like I said, signings, whatever, we'll keep you updated. But outside of that, we will definitely do a little shift and see if y'all like that more. Yeah. Any last words?
Bang bang not a gang.
They bang bang at home. They at the house. Man, you ready for Trey? Wait, just real quick, you ready for Trey Lance to be your starting quarterback going into week 1?
He's not.
Yes, he will be.
He gonna be the backup. He gonna be the backup.
Dog, Brock Purdy is not starting going into week 1. Trey Lance is your starting quarterback going into week 1.
Purdy won 2 playoff games, almost 3. And he went undefeated in the regular season.
Okay, do you know about his surgery, right?
Yeah.
He's going to be out for a while.
So that's 6 months.
Do the math. He probably comes back maybe, what's that? If he gets his surgery now, he gets, what's 9th? Was it December, November, October, September? And he probably gets it, he probably is almost close to healthy week 1, maybe? Week 2, something like that. They're not bringing him in. He's definitely going to be on the bench. Trey Lance is going to have like 2 or 3 games because Trey Lance is going to be doing OTAs. He's going to be doing summer practice. He's going to be the starter. Stop trying to put Brock Purdy in the mix. He's not going to be a starting quarterback going into week 1. That's why I'm asking you. How do you feel about Trey Lance being a starting quarterback week 1?
Look, bro, they ain't calm down.
Just saying, bro. Like, you get these answers.
I think we stacked, so either way, we gonna be getting these dubs. So if it's Trey Lance at quarterback or is it Brock Purdy, you're gonna have to come see us in SF, and it's gonna be your worst nightmare.
How you was talking, you wasn't sounding too confident when I said Trey Lance. You was hoping to God Brock Purdy was your quarterback. So don't worry about it. I can read between the lines. It's cool. I can read between the lines, but I can't talk because Lamar, I might have to trade in this jersey. So, no, No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm still keeping this though. This is where I'm still keeping. If Lamar even leave, I'm still keeping this jersey because this is the jersey he won unanimous MVP in. You feel me? So I got to keep this.
Yeah, we'll trade you both Lance and Purdy for Lamar.
No. Give me. You gotta. If you want Lamar, you gotta give me Trey Lance and give me Debo. You have a fair deal. You got
Lance and Debo.
Yeah, for Lamar. You got Christian McCaffrey already. So
and
you got Brandon Ayuk. So give me Trey Lance and Debo. That'll be all right.
We might have to talk about that then.
maybe like a fourth rounder. I might need like a fourth rounder, but that might be
now you want to add more. Now you want to add more.
I'll take Trey Debo. I'll take Trey Debo.
Whatever.
Anyway,
Whatever.
So, man,
thank y'all for watching and staying tuned with us for the NFL season. Great season.
Sure.
Congrats, Chiefs and Mahomes, winning all the accolades you can win. And we'll see you next season for more NFL news. But if you want to watch us during the meantime, check it out because we're going to have some funny stuff to talk about. Still tune in.
I think I would definitely want to tune in the future. The next few episodes will be comedy. So if you rock with us, still watch.
It's gonna be a comedy podcast now.
You know what I'm saying? So, in other words, it's been real. It's been your boy Tweez and then my brother Will.
Hey,
and we will see you guys.
Bars.
That's the ending. That's the ending. Okay, don't throw up gang signs to end the pod. Okay, I love you, but we don't need that. We don't need that type of attention. Okay, I am a good person. I don't need to be. Okay. But anyway, like I said, appreciate y'all, and we are out. We will see you guys next time.
Okay.
I did peace, bro. Peace. Simple. Simple. Okay, how you stop?